were where? આપણે ક્યાં હતા? Hmm? Ah, so we were talking about this. કે છે અંદર શું થાય અત્યારે હું ક્યાંથી આવ્યા means how come they have come at this middle of the night, you know? They don't even see what's the situation. And then, you know, you go and tell your wife now, Ramila, કે આ લોકો આવે છે જરા ખાવાનું બનાવો તો એને શું થાય અંદર કે અત્યારે રાતના 12 વાગે જમાડવાનું કોઈને? You have to feed these people in the middle of the night now? And so her intention will spoil within. But she'll wake up and she'll smile and greet the guest and make the food and give the food and smilingly. But inside she would be cursing. What crazy people these are, coming in the middle of the night. So then he said, all the things that happen outside, you greeted the person, then you fed them, that is all, you are not the doer of it. It is because of circumstances that has happened. But the inside bhav you made, atyare, how come they are coming in the middle of the night, that is what you, purushat. It is called relative purushat. So that's what he said first time. And so that really struck me as something different than what I had heard from everywhere else. We had a lot of discussion about free will and destiny. But this was the very first clear thing, that destiny means where circumstances are involved, it's destiny, and what is happening within you is your purushat or your free will. So this was a very interesting thing for me, and I had never heard anybody say this. So for me this was very impressive, and I liked that, and it made sense. It was all logical. And my first impression of Dada Bhagwan, that nobody told us that he is Bhagwan and things like that. Nobody had told us that. Just Ambara, they used to call Ambara Gnani Purusha. That's all they said. So I was open. Yes, I was not closed that, oh, I'm coming here, what I will gain. I was open, and I just heard him, and I listened, and I grasped his talk, and I liked his talk. But other than that, I had no such a great impression that, oh, this is God and this is the highest person, and no, nothing like that. But I liked the talk, and I liked his knowledge. So that was my first meeting. And then they said, oh, there is Gnan on Saturday, so you come. So I said, I will come. Nobody explained what is Gnan. Nobody explained what is Gnan. But say, I thought it must be some ceremony or something. But I said, I will come. And then on that Saturday, which is I think May 8th, I had to go on a hiking trip. Climbing mountains and just enjoying the nature. So I had reserved that, and I had to go there. So I did go there for this hiking trip, and I enjoyed the hike. And then I came back at 6 o'clock or so. So Dada was waiting on the other side. Oh, very Shirish Pai, when he comes, then I have to give Gnan. He was waiting. And Ramila was there already at the Gnan Vidhi place. And so Dada was waiting. And then Ramila called me. Oh, Dada is waiting for you. The Gnan Vidhi is going to start. I said, tell Dada to start the Gnan Vidhi. I'm having a cup of tea and coming. So Dada waited for me, but then when I said, go ahead, he started the Gnan Vidhi. And by the time I reached Dada's place, Arun Bhai's place, where the first Gnan Vidhi was, on May 8th, 1982, then I was late. And the Gnan Vidhi, where he speaks sentences, that part was over. And Dada was explaining the 5 Agnas. And And when I heard the five agnas, રમે તો ડિસ્ટર્બ કરે છે મને. ના બેસ ખરો પણ તું આમ કરીશ ને તો મારું આખું જે ફ્લો ઓફ વર્ડ છે ને એ જતું રહે છે એટલા માટે. ના મેં જોયેલું છે કેલેન્ડરમાં. ઇટ્સ મે 8th 100% સેટરડે, કારણ કે કેલેન્ડર ડઝન્ટ લાય યુ નો. Okay. So we were talking about yeah. So when I came, by the time I came, it was already Dada was explaining the five agnas. So when I heard the five agnas, I really liked it. Very first time, I immediately liked it, and I said, "Well, this is exactly what I have learned in the Gita. That you are Atma, and you are not the doer." And there was much more than this Gita, like the files and a file. So it was very impressive to me. And I said, this is the most practical Gita. The very first time I heard five agnas, I said, this is the most practical Gita that is there. So at the end, I went to Dada. There was a very small group, maybe 20, 30 people only. And Dada was very approachable. And so I told Dada, oh, I like this Gnan Vidhi. It's so nice. It's the same thing as Gita. And Dada says, you have not got the Gnan at all. I said, why, Dada? Then he says, we have to separate, we have to do operation, and we have to separate the I and my. Then only this knowledge works, you know. Then I said, Dada, okay, I want this Gnan. Then he was testing me. He says, I can't give this to you now. You have to come to San Francisco, which is about 500 miles, you know. So, will you come there? I said, yes. Oh, will you close your office? Yeah, I will close my office for one day and come and take the Gnan, but I want this Gnan. And so circumstances happened that after 3 days, another Gnan Vidhi was held at Shashikant Bai's house, which is just next door to Arun Bai's house. And that's how I took the Gnan first time. And I said the words, everything. And this is how I took the Gnan. So we'll take a pause break there now.